What's up, gamers, and welcome to a new episode of Last Cloudia. Today we're going to be talking about a character and an arc, but it's going to be a little bit different because we're backtracking. We're talking about an older character. The only reason I'm even doing this video is because even though this character is older, I never actually did a video on him, so I figured why not. But before we do that, as always, we got some housekeeping to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the new interesting information that I found out that I didn't know about until maybe today. And so I'm assuming I'm not the only one that, hasn't done this. So I'm going to instruct y'all on how to get to the poison swamp type area. So, for those of you who don't know, you actually can go another route in the whole Badal rainforest maze that'll actually take you down to the bottom part. So I'm going to tell you pretty much what directions I had to go to get there. Also, if there's a monster collector's manor, so don't forget to get your rewards for collecting on those. I haven't done my first round of collecting yet. I'm still got one more creature to find and I haven't found it yet. So this is the only thing I need to look for. Not exactly sure where this is, so I'll have to do some looking. But once I find it, I'll be done with that part. I'm sure there's going to be a second wave of bounces to collect, and then of course you get to fight the boss. Speaking of bosses, there was a boss I was going to show off today in a video, but I had some technical difficulties while recording. This is actually my second take, and yeah, there was some problem. I'll explain the problem when we get there. So you're not going to see the boss fight, unfortunately, because I've already killed it. But let's go ahead and talk about this. Actually, before we talk about the Badal Rainforest, about the Monster Collector's Manor, if you go to the Moriana lands, you can probably find three of the creatures in that first list of monsters here. I go to hard mode and then I will just pick hero in the heart and then just do auto run and you'll get at least three of them maxed out. Anyway, so to get to the poison swamp on the Badal Rainforest, you have to, of course, already completed it. Once you fully completed it and done your stuff there, you're going to go back. Now, last time I talked about this area, I told you how to get a ferry, go through a quest, follow the ferries, and you find your way. This time you're going to be completely ignoring the ferry. So you're going to go to the same three places where you have to look for a direction. So the first one is Forest Wandering, and every time it gives you a direction, say left all the way. And after you're done with that, a side quest is going to appear on the very top of the screen. Do the side quest. And then after that, you have to go to the second area that you have to go directions on, which is, there it is, in Forest, Dark, and Dreary. Go left the entire way there as well. Once you're done with that, there's going to be another sub quest for you to do. Do the sub quest, and then come back here. And then you have to do the third one, which is the Honesty and Trust. Now, when you go here, you're going to be going straight the entire way. Once you do that, you'll see another side quest. You do another sub quest, and it'll unlock the hidden Pockle Plains. But you can't gain entrance. If you try to go there right away, you're going to have a cutscene that basically says you're not allowed to go there. So once that happens, you're going to go to the, it's the little, village there, Samel Village. You're going to see a little sub-quest thing there, so you go to the Samel Village, you do the sub-quest, and then you have to fight basically a Pockle Leader. They give you some kind of a bill or something, and you come back to the hidden Pockle Plains, and then they'll grant you entry. There'll be some cutscenes and whatnot, and then once you're done with all that here, it'll give you access to the Poison Swamp. Now, from what I've been told, the poison area, I'm not sure if it's a swamp or somewhere below, if you happen to have the Bobalod SSR arc from the Diva banner, you can, if you have it at level 2, the arc itself, you actually get to fight the summon. I never did get that arc, so I'm not going to be able to show that off to you, but just know that if you're trying to figure out how to get that, and do that. Another thing that I've been told, and I haven't tested this yet, but on the top left, the ghost ship Legnus, this right here, I've been told that this area has a ferry. I don't know for sure if that's the area they're talking about, or if it's in the swampy area, but I've been told that the ship, the ghost ship apparently has a ferry that you can collect. The whole, you can collect those ferry cage things or whatever. They actually have another one in that area, from what I've been told. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't really been pushing to get it. So that's how you get to the Poison Swamp. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Now that we've discussed this, what I was going to show you was a subquest here. It does look at a guy that's on the desert. You tap on him, it tells you a story about some monster who only appears at a certain time. It's basically a big red worm. You go to the dark desert, there's a subquest, and you have to basically fight the boss. I fought the boss, I beat our recording, and unfortunately, after I did that, I went back to the main menu so I can discuss Zouglas, and I'll explain what happened when I got there. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. I just think that maybe my tablet overheated or something, and it just wouldn't do it. So let's talk about the character and its banner, and hopefully it works this time. Alright, so we're going to talk about our boy Zouglas here. There he is. Okay, so when I got here on my first recording, he had no stats. You saw HP, MP, Strength, and it was all blank. So apparently I overheated on that boss battle. I guess it didn't want me to do that while I was recording. It was too hype. And you missed it too. Kahaku and Senku are going off. Because, yeah, I'm using them right now. But anyway, we won't talk about that right now. So this is going to be my first review of Zouglas, since I haven't made a video on him yet. So looking at his stats right now, 4,400 HP. I kind of wish he had 5K just because, you know, he's the kind of guy that will have a lot of, he's like a tank, probably one of the best tanks out there. Strength 913, which is really good. Defense over 1,000, which is what you would expect. His intelligence at 656 and minus 720, so, you know, he has decent stats overall. He has pretty much every elemental resistance except holy, and that's not bad. Not bad at all. And then if you go to his abilities, they're all dark related abilities. So it's pretty obvious he's going for all the dark attack type stuff. When you look at his traits, the less HP the enemy has, the more damage dark attribute attacks will do. Maximum of 50%. So yeah, the more damage dealing to you, the worse you're gonna be. Which it sounds like it makes sense, but it's worse in this case. And then of course, Stance of Dusk. And I mean worse for your enemy, by the way, not worse for this guy. But Stance of Dusk, it says when guard is equipped, which it's going to be, half the damage from fire, ice, earth, thunder, and dark attribute attacks. So it's not like if he guards, he get this. No. He just has to have guard equipped. Then he straight up halves it. So your guard does not have to trigger, which is good, because if your guard had to trigger, this ability would not be that great, because guard doesn't really trigger enough. Trust me, I tested it with Nuzzle for so long, and it broke my heart. But this, since it doesn't rely on it triggering, that's fantastic. So that's a really, really good defensive ability. It means that spellcasters can't just take them down. You know, typically one of the weaknesses of knights in most RPGs is spellcasters, but in this case, he don't care. He shrugs them. He shrugs them. So let's look at his skills now. So he has Dark Matter and Abyssal Gate. So, you know, two standard spells that you're going to want for anybody like that. Magic Circles. His HP up 3, attack up max. Now, keep in mind that he came out before, like, attack up 4 was a thing, if I'm not mistaken. So he's not going to meet that new character standard. But yeah, HP up 3, attack up max, defense up max, which is good. Guard, obviously. Steel guard as well, which is decent. Vigilance goes with it. Guard charge basically means you're going to get some more SCT when guarding. Grand guard, you're basically guard break is less likely to occur. You got guard impact. Now I don't think that this is an arc you can or a skill you can learn from an arc. Guard impact is when guard is equipped, probably to make nearby enemies flinch when guarding. I don't think that's in an arc. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's an actual arc skill, so that might be unique to him. Household of Ruin, which is another unique one. Add God type to user, dark attacks from enemies minus 20%. He also has Awaken. He might be one of the first characters released that probably got this ability, because I don't think that you can get that from a skill back then. You can now, obviously, but I may be wrong about that. He has Dark Attack Raise, surprise, surprise. Ale of Victory, which is good. Sword Boost, really good. Shadow Sword. When a sword is equipped, dark physical attack damage plus 40%. So he's got a lot of, like, sword-related stuff that's going to do a ton of damage. That's pretty good. and an armor high boost, which I don't know if armor high boost exists right now. But when armor is equipped, defense plus 20, damage taken from bosses minus 20. So that's pretty legit. So this guy is really good. Wonderful take, wonderful take. I mean, I just wish Melza was much better. I'm not gonna go into that rant like I did on another video, but just breaks my heart. Yeah, overall, he's great. I would consider him mid to top tier. The only reason I don't say like 100% top is because actually I don't know. He actually might be like top tier. It's hard to say. Like if I were to get him, I wouldn't go out of my way to use him since I already have like Kohaku. Right now, when it comes to DPS, we're typically wanting someone who's fast, and he's just not fast. He's very strong. I mean, he hits like a truck. But if you were to stick him versus Kohaku, I think Kohaku would take him down. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a thing of the only way a physical DPS character could be good by today's standards is it gotta have a little bit of speed to back it up. But of course, you know, you can always equip him with speed related stuff if you want him to be faster. So, you know, that's always a thing too. So, you know, but overall, he is a very good character. Guard stuff, now, of course, with guard, keep in mind that guard is not guaranteed. It does not trigger as often as I would like it to. Otherwise, Melza would be a lot better than she is. But this guy is a better tank than her, as much as I hate to admit it. All right, let's talk about the arc. Divine Beast, Lugmekia. Now, I already have this arc, but, you know, I haven't talked about it yet. So the attribute is damage of the first attack magic activated plus 50%. This excludes magic that will do constant damage. So I'm guessing, like, you know, multi-hit type spells. Uh, God, so basically, if you have God equipped, I'm assuming, automatic MP recovery, all attribute magic attacks have a chance of dealing critical damage. Really good. And if you look at the skills you can learn, and keep in mind this is an art that was released a while back, so it's not going to be anything super new. But you got Mimicry God, Magic up 3, Metis Phaser, Aura Phaser, Reinforce, and then Light Attack Raise. Light Attack Raise is probably the best that you're going to want to use for this particular arc. So I'm happy about that. I don't know how I feel about Reinforce. It seems okay, but I just don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. That's one of those abilities that if it were naturally on someone, that would be good, but I don't know if it's worth spending the skill points on. But let me know in the comments if you know any differently. Like, tell me why this is really good. If you think it's worth. I mean, it's not expensive. It's only 5, but is it worth using? I haven't put it on any of my spellcasters, but you know, just let me know. And then the eighth reward is Heaven's Cry. Now, I've been told that this is a really good item, so let's take a look about this. So, oh yeah. Oh, look at that stats, man. Strength 102, Int 216, MP plus 50. Those are just by the stats. You can tell it's a 6-star item. But beyond that, magical critical damage plus 30%. So you want to be able to deal quad 9 damage with your spellcasters? This is the equipment you want. Which, by the way, the next time I do get another like 20 or almost 20 ethers, I'm probably going to get this or something else that might be good for spellcasters. I've been focusing a lot on like tanks and DPSs. I need to do something for my spellcaster, so this might be the next thing. Really strong item, top tier, 100%. The arc itself is okay. Like I said, light attack raise is cool, but and Magic of 3 is good too. The rest of it, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. But I still say it's a mid-tier arc, if nothing else, with good abilities. But yeah, that's pretty much it there. Let's go ahead and do a gacha pull and see what we get. Now, keep in mind that I'm not going to go hard on this banner just because I really don't. If I were to get Zouglas, I wouldn't really work on him at all. As I got all the DPSs I want right now, as far as physical is concerned. I'm more concerned about spellcasters at the moment. And I'll show you my Senku, by the way, that I'm working on, because he's ridiculous. I gotta show you something else as well. Let's see what we get here. The only thing that I want out of this banner is Lily. That's all I want. Now, obviously, my chances of getting this is, like, almost 0. But hey, it's for the channel. I'm gonna do it my multi-pull. If I don't get it, I'm done. I'm not gonna keep pushing. I'm just gonna wait for an actual Lily banner to come out and try to get her if that happens, or I think when that happens. All right, so let's see how lucky we are today. And slash time. Bam! Let's see if it turns red. It turned red. All right, let's see if we get hopefully Lily. We'll see. Nope, we got an arc. Got the deck, which I already have, so yeah. But of course we tried. I'm not gonna keep pushing for it. If it was an actual Lily banner, I would, but it's a Zouglas banner. I don't really care. I'm gonna save the rest of my crystals for a different banner. One thing I want to also show you guys before we end this video is I want to let you guys know that I am so glad that I worked on Sinku instead of Diva. I'm not saying that Diva's bad or anything, but this guy right here can deal quad nines at like level 60. Like he's ridiculous. He got his it's already over 1600. His abilities are just ridiculous. I don't have him equipped with anything super crazy. Just a Miracle Wand, you know, Robes of the Pope, Purple Eye, and then Luke Piercing. So, I mean, he doesn't have anything super crazy. He has every skill learned except one. And, I mean, you know, and of course I have, you know, everything at least basically on him. I just have to basically level him as really and give him more skill points. But, yeah, I mean, right now I'm just rocking just his normal stuff that he gets in his kit. Gave him some MP, gave him some magic, gave him fast magic circles. He's got the high level magic chant. He's got, what else did I give him? Magic aura. That's pretty much it. Like, he doesn't have a whole lot of skill points right now, but this guy is doing tons and tons of damage when I'm doing the just grinding for stuff, like for the event stages or just in the world map. Quad nines all over the place. This guy is ridiculous. I can't wait to get him like 70 skill points and like level 90. Like, he's just gonna be ridiculous. I might even put him in my arena team. Like, he's a lot better than I thought he was. Like, I knew he was good, but this guy's ridiculous. Like, wow. He's fan-freaking-tastic. One other thing that I want to show you guys real quick, too, is my homegirl, Kohaku. She now has the equipment I talked about in the last episode, the Covert Gun Trishula. So this is that weapon that I talked to you about where if your opponent has a way to resist an element, this ignores it, so you take all the damage. So I gave that to her. Now keep in mind she can't naturally equip it, so when you go to her skill set, you have to give her, like this is what, machine equip, I believe? Yeah, machine equip. That's how you can equip it for her. And what that basically does is not just for her regular attacks, but even for her skills, to have an elemental based skill, they will take all the damage. Now, it doesn't make them weak to the element. It just means that they take the damage if they were to resist it. That's all it is. But it's one of the, if there was someone out there very knowledgeable that would make a list of some of the most top tier SSR like or just equipments in general, this could be in the top 10 as far as equipment is concerned. But yeah, she's also destroying everything. Absolutely love it. I mean, all the characters in the Dr. Stone collaboration were just so good. So I just kind of had to show that off a little bit. I don't have her like super statted out. I got the gun and the Excalibur sword, the stone bird thing that you got from the Dr. Stone thing, and then the hunting bandana since I do use her to stun. Fan freaking tastic. So I'm using them both right now in my lineup just to learn abilities for them. But yeah, really good stuff. But that's going to be the video for today. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you that boss fight just because of some technical difficulties, but whatever, it's just life. Sometimes you don't get it with everything that you want. Hopefully in another video in the future I can show you another boss fight. Maybe if I get that arc that I didn't get on the other banner and do the whole like poison summon thing, maybe we'll fight that. We'll see. But until next time, another banner, another day. Keep gaming, y'all. Later.